Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch. And
that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well-timed, excellent interception. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That has been cut short. Madrid takes the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Paz. Well read, nice interception. Brzezinski threads one in. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's really well cleared. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, shooting chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Mateus gathers from the goal kick. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Van Nistelrooy.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Rummenigge is onto this. 15 minutes till half-time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Bernardo Silva. That pass isn't the best. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. That's been cut out, well played. That's really well manoeuvred. Mateus, nicely weighted ball. Khan claims comfortably. And he cuts out the supply. Brzezinski powering forward here. Hazard. And he lines up across. A mighty effort! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
I'm sure they will make fine
and we're underway again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Shoots! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Dia really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Tries to pass it through. Paz is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. There's the delivery. Fallen! He will be livid with himself.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be...
Decent chance! Sticks it away! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Now it's Villa. He's having a go! What a hit! The save was firm.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Villa. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Looking for the run. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. Pinches it off him. That's a cute ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo! Oh, crossbar! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Bernardo Silva certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Villa, as just about within shooting range. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Rummenigge taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs.
He's having a shot! Nicely aimed pass. Taken back almost at once. Knocks it into space. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Batistuta touches it back. Mohamed Salah. Paz. Aimed beyond the defence. Rummenigge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Let's a look and place it forward. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Aimed in towards the centre. Conte. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Batistuta. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Rummenigge. He's a sharp little ball here. Rafinha. Oh, good spread. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rooney. Jordan Henderson. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte. Rafinha. That's a good ball out wide. Batistuta! That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Rafinha. All driven towards the far post. Header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rijkaard. Cafu. That pass isn't the best. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Shapes to shoot! Oh, good-looking ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Paz.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rooney. And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. Here we go again. So the first half brought no goals. Costa Curta goes long. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Robertson. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Rummenigge. Great chance! Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Robertson. Jordan Henderson. That's Forlan. Rummenigge. A man we've all come to watch. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Robertson. And it's Rijkaard. Played back in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Robertson. Held time, excellent interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And this is Mohamed Salah.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Conte. That has been cut short. Looking for the run. That was good alertness.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
It's a sharp pass. And that's been intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. They'll have one final crack at it. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rafinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Threads one in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Goodbye. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's a sharp little ball here. Mohamed Salah, it's Salah! Denied by an instinct.
Mohamed Salah actually didn't do an awful.
Haaland receives it in a good position here. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Still goalless at the moment. Great vision. And he's managed to get free. And the shots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Van Dijk. RZ look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rijkaard. Everton Ribeiro.
A lot of space here. A real opportunity.
Can he get on the end of this? It's come to nothing. Bernardo Silva is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Brilliantly cut out. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Mohamed Salah, and he's lost his man here. He's found some space. Oh, he's having a shot! There it is! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they have.
Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw. And it's half-time here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still. We are back underway. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shoots! He has done it! The second half off to a spectacular start.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
RZ get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them...
Mohamed Salah! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Pass. RZ appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're...
He's going for goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's a half-decent try.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Almost an hour gone. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. And he can clear it away. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and Because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Rummenigge, he's found a way through. Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Rummenigge. And this is Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rummenigge with Folland! Couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That was not gone well. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Van Dijk. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Van Dijk. Everton Ribeiro.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's intervened well there. Sung. It's Everton Ribeiro. Now it's Rooney. And it's Rooney. Aims beyond the defence. Casillas gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Folland. And here's Rooney. Sung. Now, can they get him away? Well timed, excellent interception. Paris ended up in no man's land. And now they can clear their lines. And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Roll. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a brilliant interception. Pressing high and with purpose. Paz. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Tonali. Mbappe. Oh, well played, well played. Drill. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rummenigge. Chance! And he's done it! So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And this is Forlan. He's shifting through the gears here. Cannavaro tries to clear. And smartly reclaimed. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Raul. Now this shot a goal! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray off.
Chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Gabriel. Chance, surely! And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. He's looking wide. Hit into them. He rises! He will be livid with himself. Rodri. Now that looks a decent ball. And now they can clear their lines. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look. And it's Gabriel! He scores! A goal at a really telling moment. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
There will be 3
Well, there's a
minutes
real
added
sense that
time.
the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Showing great feet there. Shot could be on. Takes a shot! In he goes again! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals.
And a chance! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Palmer appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's made its way to him. And it's Tonali out towards the flank. Not the most accurate pass. Brilliantly cut out. Raul. Forlan. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Gabriel. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Forlan. Paz. Maldini.
Substitutions taking place.
Jordan Henderson. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rummenigge. Tonali. And the counter is on. And it's Mendes. That looks a cracking ball. Aubameyang gets into some space. He's got tall. Harmlessly behind. Rodri. And it's Mendes. And it's been played through. Oh, that was vital.
Parma clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Rummenigge is onto this. Oh, he's and the shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Rummenigge fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
It's their second corner of the game. It's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Forlan. Rummenigge. And he's gone looking for safety. Cannavaro.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Mateus. And time is up. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Robertson receives it in a wide position. And he's there to belt it away. Taken back almost at once. Isco. And it's Robertson. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Paz. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
This looks promising. Paz. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Ruben Dias. And it's Robertson. Knocks it into space. Neymar.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And it's Rijkaard. Tries from a long way out. And that has skimmed the post.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Now that looks a decent ball. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Paz. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised. And Aubameyang! And he's done it!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
After 39 minutes is number 97.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Forlan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, super find. Robertson. Kukçu is the team's great vision. Now
There will be
Timber,
1 minute at a time.
and they've got rid. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Quick
Well,
reminder
obviously
today,
things
please
are
have
not
your
good,
entry
Peter.
tickets
It
at
seems
hand
the
as it's
team
time
were
for
just a bit too
announcement
busy
of lottery numbers.
playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Played back in. Neymar. Out towards the flank. Played in by... There's the header! He will be livid with himself.
Aubameyang clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Howson. Ruben Diaz. Timber has created one goal already. And it's Robertson. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Forlan. And this is Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah finds himself offside. Howson. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And it's Timber. Very nicely done. And it's Rijkaard. For Isco. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Isco. Good ball, good take. And the finish! And again! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Robertson. Neymar. Valverde. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able... Great chance!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Forlan, driving forward. And this is Mohamed Salah.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Tries to play it through. And he's certainly Ibrahimovic! Oh, and that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Just 5 minutes left. And here's Neymar.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That looks a tracking ball.
Nearly 3 minutes
He's
added
seen
time.
that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And this is Neymar. And that interception was most necessary. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. So Dina between the sticks for this one, widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The Big Easy. For me, there was indeed a time in his career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his unless you're quite special.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. He's gone for goal! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Can he get it through? Mbappe finds himself offside. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Nicely intercepted. Paz. And this is Mohamed Salah. Saliba gets a foot in here. Now it's De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Haaland. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's found support out wide. Climbs up big! Goal! Palmer! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Palmer have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Minutes gone. Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. There's the header! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
And yes, it's him again. He's had a shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Added time.
Adams gets across to intercept that.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Mbappe. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So off we go once more. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Played out wide. All driven towards the big header. Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Timber. And it's Henderson. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Forlan. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
De Bruyne has created one goal already. No joy this time. And it's Timber. Xavi Alonso. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Knocks it into space. Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Xavi Alonso is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but
Goes for a shot! He would have been quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Paz. Forlan.
they've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Gives it back. Henderson. Terrific header! Oh, it's hit the post! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Forlan. And this is Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge! It's in! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Looking for options for movement. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nicely away. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Haaland. Done delicately. It's a searching pass. And he shoots! It's there! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculous. That's that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position.
It's full on! And that's caused a worry or two. Now it's Bale. It's a searching pass. Adams makes the interception. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Mohamed Salah! And he comes up trumps again.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pedri, nicely shaped ball. That's been slipped through. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Pedri. Threads one in. Salah. No goals as yet. Rummenigge. Now then, the ball's come loose. Pedri. Now it's Torres. And it's Salah. Forlan. It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. Shoots! Platini. And that interception was most necessary. Rummenigge. And the shots! Oh, it's Bale! And it's a goal! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Mohamed Salah! Really well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little bit.
Chance, surely! Goal! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Decent chance!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And here's Kokchu, and here's Platini. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Paz. Forlan. Rummenigge. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Torres chasing after it. Oh, that's a key interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And this is Bale, and he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Busquets. It's run loose here. Out to the left it goes. Fernando Torres. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Paz. And here's Bale. It's Bale! Oh, off the bar. Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Michel Platini. Paz. And it's Forlan. And here's Mohamed Salah. Platini. Pedri. Bale, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And it's Forlan. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. This looks promising. And this is Forlan.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Ball's gone astray. Oh, well played. Nuno Mendes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Forlan. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He slings it in. Baresi is there and he can get that clear. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Cleared without hesitation.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Played back in. Big chance! Cleared without complication. And that may well be that. That is that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Vitinha making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Oh, he's been shapes to shapes! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
That's rather hopeful. Now it's Villa. Nakata. Can he get on the end of this? Aims beyond the defence. Beckham. And it's Neymar. A header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Brazil with the corner. They're first. And it's been taken short. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now they can spring out of defence. Passing is crisp and sharp. Strokes it back. Decent chance! They've done it! So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Nice looking ball. He's cut it out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Nakata. He's a sharp little ball here. Roberto Carlos produces it. Oh, what a climb! Lewandowski finds himself offside. Tries to pass it through. And he's being shifted off it. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nakata.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, and they have every right to be.
Costa Curta. Van Bouten. Neymar. Lewandowski. Played into space. No, that's been intercepted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rummenigge. Threads one in.
Might want to be careful there.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Nakata is in a really good position out wide. Can he finish? He can get that clear. Raul. Roberto Carlos. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Vitinha is always getting the pitch for targets. Out to the right. Raul. Great shot goal! And he's there to get it away. Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, smashing header! That's going to go a long way. Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. Van Belten trying to keep this in. Played into the middle. Cannavaro clears it away. David Villa charging forward, the ball at his feet. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Tries to put... And the finish! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty.
That's clear cut. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And it's made its way to him. Cleared without hesitation. Looking to play him in. And it's Beckham. Nakata. Paz. Now it's Forlan. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That's really well cleared.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Played it back. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Raul. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's got the big... Oh, what has happened here? Delivered in.
2 added minutes has
And
been
he's there to
indicated.
clear it. Fernando Torres. And that looks a decent ball. Oh, super find. Dixon. And that will be it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your